some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah, hope I get away with it. Oh, the doo-dah day.
And we are live. I forgot to get up and close my door.
That's all right. Your wife had just opened it again.
Yeah. Well,
Or
plus
the cat.
it's cooler.
Yeah. Indeed. Well, we had a little country imps today.
Oh, what? Oh, your plumbing issue?
No, something serious.
What?
My little beer fridge that I've been using for 3 or 4 years now.
Oh, the humanity.
We got a recall on it. It is a fire hazard. It has been shorting out, and it has caused fires all over the country, totaling more than $70,000 in property damage.
How old is it?
Like I said, 3 or 4 years old.
Oh, okay.
It's just one of those little $35 to $50 Walmart chillers. It's not even dorm fridge.
Oh, the chiller thing. Yeah, those things, I never trusted them anyway.
Well, it works great, but you can't. If you leave a beer in there overnight, it'll be warm the next morning because all it does is chill. It doesn't actually refrigerate. So we talked to the people at the recycle center, and they said, well, normally I'd tell you to take it off into the next county, and they'll take whatever trash that we can't take or recycling or whatever. But given that it's that, I'd say just throw it in a big black bag and throw it in the dumpster, and we'll run over it with a D9, and that'll be the end of your problem. So I will probably get me another one that is not a fire hazard, or I might even get a dorm fridge.
Yeah,
the little bitty one.
Yeah, like Carl says, it's a recall. They should replace it.
This is recalled from Walmart. They're not replacing anything.
Take it back in there, and they'll probably just give you your money back for it.
I don't even have the receipt. I mean, it's been years ago.
No, it's. Remember when Jif Peanut Butter had their recall?
Not really.
We were buying it from, hell, where were we getting it from? Well, it was Food City. It's Food City. Well, Bilo. I had like I had 4 jars of it. I took it to Walmart. Walmart gave me $5 a jar for it.
I don't really care. I mean, I've gotten my money's worth out of it. Lindsay got it. It wasn't that expensive. Like I said, it wasn't a real fridge.
Yeah.
It was just a chiller. Every time I emptied it out at the end of a show, I had to turn it off. So what's the problem? I'll just like Carl said, I'll just go get myself one of the small size dorm fridges that's actually a fridge and put it back here. I've already been cleaning out the workspace for it. Uh, and it no big deal.
Well, speaking of Walmart,
Do
uh,
we, do we have to?
well, there was a mass casualty event at a Walmart in Michigan.
Oh dear, what happened?
Somebody walked in and started stabbing people.
Never turn your back on one of those greeters.
Hey, Dawn. Hope you're
Hello,
feeling better.
John. We've also got Carl and Donna in the audience. Chris said he'd be showing up late.
Yeah.
Joe Botman said he probably won't be here at all.
But yeah, I mean, how do you stop some crazy person with a knife?
Go to the hunting department. Oh, I sense a story here. Dawn, the hero of the Muncie clan. What'd you get him up into level 3?
Oh.
Ah.
But yeah, that was one of the big top um, top stories. Uh,
Oh, yeah, you're right, Carl. In Michigan, that might have been bad. It wouldn't have lasted long in Texas. No, it
no,
wouldn't.
no. Yeah. In Texas, it would have been the classic saying, they brought a knife to a gunfight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to find the video of that quick shooter that I saw on TV one time. He was a quick draw and he was a knife expert.
Ah,
The man could throw a knife, draw, shoot the target, and put the knife in the bullet hole.
that is very impressive.
I mean, it's no, it's more the side shot
Yeah.
and knife sticking in the bullet hole. And it's like, how the hell?
Well, you got to figure bullets travel faster than knives. It just kind of outrun it.
Yeah, it outrun it, but you've already picked where you're going to shoot and throw the knife at it, then shoot.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
impressed.
yeah. Of course, I watch the YouTube videos of the archers. Yeah, Carl's seen it. Yeah, he was old at the time, and he was famous. Uh, some of the archer videos, they take these bicycle wheels, with the spokes pulled out of them, and they swing them back and forth. But the thing is, they twist the rope up and then swing it. So as it's swinging, it's spinning. And they put the arrow through it. I'm like, damn.
Well, I've seen some people doing stuff that if you saw it in a kung fu movie, you'd swear it was special effects.
Yeah.
But they were doing this stuff live.
Yeah. Have you heard of Archie Manning?
I do know the name, but I can't recall why.
Quarterback for the New Orleans Saints.
Okay.
And then his son was the quarterback at UT, Peyton
Yeah.
Manning.
Peyton, yeah.
Peyton. Archie taught the boys how to throw. Not only were they throwing through a car, a tire swing, he was spinning it. And them boys were having to hit that target at high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris got it. Saints. And Chris, you'll understand this and you're going to be freaked out. Peyton Manning's son is in high school now.
Oh.
And he's playing for the local team, Red Raiders.
Oh. Believe it or not, that is the name of my high school team.
Well, this was the Baylor Red Raiders.
Oh, no. I knew that it wasn't ours because...
But yeah, so look, I'm looking to see Baylor home games sold out.
Hey, it could happen quite easily. Oh, and let me go ahead and run through the unsuccessful attempt to change the water filters saga for the audience.
Oh boy, yeah.
Lindsay and I went out there to try and change the filters in the water system for at the well, and we had plenty of room to work. Everything should have been easy, but the cast iron and the zinc plated quick disconnect couplings that I had put in the original system have rusted themselves solid, and I wound up most likely cracking one of the pieces of PVC pipe. So there is now a small, slow dribble of water.
There's a Chris.
Hello.
But all of that PVC pipe was going to be replaced anyway. I just haven't bought all the parts yet, which is the schedule has been advanced. It's going to happen tomorrow.
I think it
Lindsay
did okay.
blamed herself for wanting me to go ahead and change those filters, and it turned out to be a whole lot more difficult than either of us expected it to be, because the parts had been in place for 30 years.
Yeah.
So I was already going to re-engineer the entire thing.
Yeah, I learned a long time ago. If it involves plumbing, it's an extra 2 days.
Well, I've got some of the parts. I don't have all the parts that I now realize I need. but at least I've got a shopping list. So, it'll be all right. Like I said, it was all stuff that was going to be replaced in anyway.
It just got moved up on the to-do list.
Yes, it did. And speaking of to-do lists, how about that tree branch you were trying to cut down the other day that almost knocked you off the back of your truck?
Yeah. It tried to take out my building and Grillzilla. Chris, this is the tank.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
So,
you're gonna be really hard put to sneak that one into the return bin for a full tank.
Hey, Dan, don't put it past me.
I know you would try.
whether he'll succeed or not is another story.
Well, there is get away with it at first and then get caught on the security cameras later.
But yeah, that's the worst damage.
Well, you got off lucky considering it's only a propane tank, and hopefully it was minor damage to it.
Well, you can see the hand if you look at the tank behind it, how it's got that cage around it. Look at the one next to the tree branch.
Yeah, half of it's missing.
It's still there. It's just
Smushed.
it's a little shorter than the other side now.
Is that a bottle of washer fluid?
Yeah.
For scale. Couldn't find a banana.
No, believe it or not, it was sitting there from where I filled up the car the other day.
I figured that was the case.
Yeah. Be right back.
And there's where it hit the building. And that's all it did. Yeah, that's where before I started cutting stuff up.
Yeah.
And that's what it did. Hello? Okay.
Did you finally get a hold of a chainsaw?
I had a little electric chainsaw.
Hmm.
Let me get to this.
Little electric chainsaws will do a whole lot more than people give them credit for.
Yeah. But
Which
there,
cat is that, Joe?
do what?
Which cat is that?
That's Lucy.
Okay.
But yeah, there's that. I mean, believe it or not, it's still attached to the tree.
Yeah.
I wouldn't leave it attached for too long.
Son-in-law is supposed to come over tomorrow and help us get it cut up. But yeah,
I couldn't tell what kind of a tree it is.
it's a red oak.
Oh, okay, firewood.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how close it came to hitting Grillzilla.
Long-lasting firewood at that.
Yeah.
Oak will burn
Yeah.
for a while.
If I lived closer, I'd buy it off of you. No, seriously. If I had to bring the trailer to Helicon to load it up on and drive it home.
I was just thinking, make Joe an offer. He might have it ready for you for Helicon.
I'm not kidding.
I'll tell you what, you come up here, you get up here, you can have it.
I'm seriously considering it, but yeah, and I'd have to tell Lindsay she couldn't come with me, so I could go ahead and just load up the back of the pickup truck with as much as I can haul. That way I wouldn't have to drag the trailer out and take it to the landfill to empty it out to bring it to.
Well, hopefully, if son-in-law shows up tomorrow, it will be off the building and everything will be back to normal. Oh, and
Well,
Chris,
that's good.
the patio heater that I've been working on,
Mm-hmm.
it fell all around it.
Ah, Mr.
Thank
Scarborough has joined us.
There's John. Oh,
So-
what time are you gonna be over here in the morning?
I don't know what time you need me. I don't have. I was trying to get my chainsaw running, but I don't have a. I'm gonna have to have a gasket to get it running. So
I have a what?
a gasket, which means I got to order a gasket.
What kind of gasket?
There's a nipple inside the fuel tank with a hose on it and a sinker. So no matter which way you turn the chainsaw, it takes in fuel. Well, that hose rotted, broke up.
Oh,
Yeah.
So to get to the damn thing, to replace 5 cents worth of fuel hose, I've got to take the whole damn side of the chainsaw apart to get to the fuel tank, to get into the fuel tank.
Yeah.
Yep, they like making it difficult for shade tree mechanics to work on stuff.
that's one reason why I like my battery operated ones.
You know, I thought about trying to get a pair of hemostats and do the four-step thing without through the fuel hatch, and try and get everything put back together.
Oh, that'll be aggravating as all get out.
Maybe.
I mean, it is possible, but you'd be
That's
needing
why
a
John-
whole case of Angry Orchard by the time you're through.
I started to say that's why
What?
John has beer.
Did you order you a chainsaw, Joe?
I got a little electric chainsaw.
You said it was too small. I thought you were gonna go to Lowe's or Home Depot and rent you a 20-inch one or something.
She didn't go to Harbor Freight before he would them if they've got them.
I'm waiting on son-in-law tomorrow. He's supposed to be over here in the morning.
Yeah.
I've got one that runs off an electric one that runs off a drop cord.
I've got
And
one
then
of those, but it's
I've got-
small. It's a hedge trimmer. It's for all intents and purposes.
And then I've got the Ryobi that runs off a battery, and I got plenty of batteries to go on it.
Mhm.
But
18 or 40 volt.
the chainsaw, the Ryobi chainsaw is 40.
Yeah.
Hello, Canadians.
And I've got
Canuck.
two 6 amp-hour batteries to go with it because it's the same thing as goes in the leaf blower. And then the Ryobi lawnmower that I've got has 8-hour 40 amps.
We got to behave now.
Why start now? What the heck?
I don't know. The camera won't show us your
Blurry.
There
bright
we go.
smiling face.
Weird.
Look like the cat licked the
Extremely.
lens.
Your glasses are also reflecting a little bit.
Yeah, they do that.
Get used to it, Chris.
Yeah, I bought a
She
pair
gets
of-
red. She gets red-eyed every time she looks at you.
Aw. Hey, when you're the head of the cult of Chris,
Oh, Lord.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Finally.
That's good.
Yep.
How was the flight, Zach?
Oh, Dawn.
Oh, we've got one.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Happy birthday to your friend. All right. Is that better? All right. We said it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I manipulate the band hammer now?
No. Let's let them have. They think it's a funny joke, but yeah, we
Come
know.
on. Come on. You tell better jokes than that.
I know. I
Oh,
said they're
wait.
trying. They're trying to be funny.
They're very trying. Believe me, they're very trying.
Hey, Dawn,
What?
what was your reaction Sunday at the meeting? I didn't get to see your face
Which
when we had the discussion
Ah,
about postings.
uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure it was a.
Were you waiting for the gasket to explode?
I didn't know what to expect at that point in time.
Chris was. I could tell Chris is like, oh, here we go.
Yep,
Yeah.
the
I,
release valve has not been popped.
I could tell you had calmed down some, but didn't know by how much.
Oh, and Chris,
Joke, by the way.
Neva has changed her mind. She wants to come.
Awesome.
So that's
Oh, I have an administrative question.
Okay.
How do y'all do peace bonding for swords and knives? What is
zip.
Arc
Zip
weld.
what is the procedure?
Usually a zip tie through the. Most knives usually have something on the hilt that you
Yeah.
can run a zip tie through, and
Uh-huh.
zip tie it to the scabbard.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have is it required that the convention supply the zip tie and safety the blade, or can it be presented already done up front?
As long as it is a brightly colored zip.
Okay, brightly colored. That's the
Yeah.
thing that I was.
And it needs to be either looked at by security, Joe, or me.
Probably be looked at by all of you and going, damn, I wish there wasn't a zip tie in this thing. I'd like to see the blade.
We'll bring a spare in case we decide we do want to see it.
No,
Zip
I'm not
tape.
buying. I am not spending that kind of money again.
Zip
I'm
ties
talking
goes
about a zip
through,
tie.
Oh, spare zip tie.
Yeah.
No,
I
no.
think you can afford that.
The convention is going to have to supply the brightly colored zip tie. I'm certain because I can only find black, white, and almost invisible green.
Yeah.
If you want fluorescent colors, so anybody else can find out that it has been peace bonded, I'm sorry, I have to depend on y'all for that.
Well, I'm glad she's changed her mind. What about the other four people?
The what?
The other four.
I wasn't aware there was an issue with the other four.
The other. I can't under.
The other four that you said weren't going to be there.
Other four.
People! You said
Oh.
there were four others.
Well, if Neva's coming, they'll be there.
Ah.
Okay.
That's
Her entourage.
Well, no, it's not her entourage. It's people that bought badges after the announcement.
Yeah.
Oh, the ones that are showing up just to see her.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's just to see her. It's just sort of odd that
She was the catalyst that put
Yeah.
them over.
Understood.
So yes, that money is now available for convention.
Okay, good.
What
Sorry, I
flavor of
was
ice
trying to
cream have
get
you
back.
got, Dawn?
Snickers.
Snickers.
Okay. I'm
Sorry,
glad.
I was trying to get back in enough
I'm glad
time
you
to-
clarified that, Dan, because it sounded like. Never mind.
Huh?
I was trying to get back to talk to you before the show, but I couldn't make traffic cooperate.
Just run them over.
Like I said, Dan, I can't hear good. And I thought she said some.
Something besides Snickers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Tom Jones isn't here, so you can forget about Knickers.
Snickers. You
I
know,
know what you said.
packed with peanuts, Snickers really satisfies.
'Cause I
Ain't
knew what you
touching
were
that
talking about.
line.
I got to cut down some of this background noise. Hold on.
I'm just wondering if there was some sweet drizzle applied to that Snickers ice cream.
I thought about it, and then I'm like, nah. Hickory. Brad thought I said hickory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe I'm just used to your accent.
To be fair, I didn't say it very loud, and I forgot to swing the taco mic over.
That could be a new character on one of the shows, Taco Mike. Maybe we could get Zach to play Taco Mike.
I was sitting here thinking on Wednesday mornings when Nick's doing the draw stream, he asked for requests. We could like Taco Mike. I love giving him like just really weird combinations of words just to see where it goes from his brain into his hand onto the piece of paper.
You know, I would absolutely love it if Nick ever got a chance to read some of my Spaceport Bar stories and what he would think would be good cover art for another compilation of said Spaceport Bar stories. I think Nick could really do well, although I have one already purchased from Stephanie Osborne's late husband, and that is pretty much the one that is meant for the next collection as soon as I ever finish writing the stories to go in it.
yeah.
But, you know, I don't think there's any way I'm going to have to stop at 2. Eventually, there will have to be a third volume.
I mean, heck, we could really make a third volume for Carl's Mad Gasser cheerleader. I already told him how to do it. I've already told him how it could be done.
Don't think you're going to get Carl on board with that. He's
That-
already
that-
said if somebody wants that, they can write their own. He's done.
Well, like I was starting to say, that would mean work, and Carl doesn't like work.
Now, I wonder how another writer would approach a prequel or sequel to Love and Death Down Under, or is it Death and Love Down Under? I forget the Somerton Man book.
Yeah.
Now, if Carl wanted to do something else with the Somerton Man story, because it's an excellent story, it kept me awake until I actually finished it. I mean, I started it late one night, and I could not go to bed until I turned the last page, and I'm going, damn, it's the last page, which, Carl, please do take as a compliment. I don't say that lightly about anybody's books, but I really enjoyed that one.
All right, I'm back. I was just wondering. I wonder what that family of squirrels thought on that tree limb this morning.
Timber.
Okay. Wait till he comes out the back door and then drop the tree limb on him. No, not yet, not yet. Okay.
Because there was a squirrel nest in that section.
Missed him by that much.
They're probably worried about what happened to their nuts.
They probably had to hang on to their nuts.
I know I would have.
Because the way that snapped, it had to be quick. John,
No, not really. It probably started very, very slowly
Thanks for the clarification.
and
Carl.
then went crash. That's probably why there was no damage on the building, because it split, and as the split progressed, the branch got lower and lower. If it just broke all at once, part of that building would be pancake. Yeah.
But you know it had to be cracking and popping.
Well, yeah.
Because even while we were out there cutting, we were hearing pow, pow.
Uh-huh. As pressure got released.
Yeah. If you don't think I can't move, let a widowmaker hanging over my head make a pop noise.
Widowmakers are the most encouraging sounds to generate lots of gymnastic movement.
So apparently there is a book talker from the Atlanta area that's coming up here in November for an event.
Okay.
A who?
A book talker.
What the hell's a book talker?
A promoter or what?
They do TikTok, except for it's basically
Oh,
TikTok.
TikTok. Okay.
Yeah, but they're called book talkers because they
Oh,
do just book stuff. And I'm like, oh,
book stuff on TikTok.
yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
Chris, did you message that guy back?
No, I meant to. I will try and do it tomorrow. We'll
Right.
figure out something to put him.
I mean, if nothing else, we can put him out on the patio.
Yeah,
The guy lives on the same street as the hotel, and he's an author.
yeah. Yeah, we'll do
Sounds like a natural to me.
Hang on a minute. Does he live in a regular house or a mobile home? Because if it's a mobile home, we could set him up out in the parking lot.
Not that mobile.
Yeah,
Exactly, Carl. Exactly.
Some can, apparently.
I'm just saying that it might be some good exposure if I get her name, it might be some good exposure if she wanted to come up to Halicon because she lives in Atlanta.
It wouldn't be a long drive for her.
Right.
No.
That's where I was getting at.
Well, why haven't you got in touch with her?
I just found out about it this afternoon.
And why have you not got in touch with her?
Because you're not paying her. Slipped on a couple of $100, she will bend over backwards and do the hula for you. But if not,
I'm gonna what? Yeah, how many body parts can we break doing that?
Now, Dan, are you trying to get John and Chris pissed off at me?
no, they can get pissed off at you by your own efforts. I'm trying to explain why Dawn doesn't bend over backwards and do the hula for you when she just has found out some information that she thought it would be interesting and maybe even vital for you to know. How about it, Dawn? Did I recover well enough from that one?
2 thumbs up, Dan. 2 thumbs up.
Thank you, sweetie. I'll be in touch about my check later.
You know your check is gonna go boing, 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 right?
Hey, it's only 10%. And believe me, I know Joe Dog, 10% of nothing is still nothing.
Hey, don't ever drop a check that I hand you,
Because it's gonna bounce up and hit me in the face.
especially if you're standing over top of it.
Oh Lord.
Ah,
Oh. You know, it's been so, Dan, I'll be honest with you, it's been so long since I wrote a check, I probably don't remember how to do it.
oh, I've had that problem here recently with some of the contractors that go, you know, we don't take cards. You'll have to write us out a check. And I'm going, okay, I hope I can remember how.
Uh,
I'm
Tell you what,
I'm still using a
fax it to
checkbook from the 90s.
I write you a check. I'll fax it to you. Yeah.
I'll run it through the Xerox to make sure I get my money's worth.
I will Western Express that shit to you. Oh, excuse my language.
Don't you mean
Well,
Western
what-
Union?
well, shit, I forgot where I was going.
That'll teach you to drive.
That doesn't surprise me.
Mm. Oh, Zach has offered to teach you how to write a check. Evidently, he's had a lot of experience lately.
Hey, Zach, American checks, not Canadian ones.
They're both made of paper. It's not like Canadian checks are run off on beaver tails or something. They are civilized.
Well, one thing I did learn, do you know those big cardboard checks that they make when you win something or whatever?
You can't cash them.
If it has the routing number and account number on it, the bank has to accept it.
And the check number.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't necessarily have to have a check number.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Because there was this one guy got mad, the electric company. He wrote him a check. They never got it, so they shut his power off. And he got pissed off about it. Wrote it on a 4-foot-long fluorescent tube. Took it down to the electric company and handed it to him.
Because of the strange saga of the now having to be disposed of little beer fridge back here, I got to run to the kitchen. I'll be right back.
All right. Now, John, this is something maybe you didn't know. You know where Walmart has a little reader that can read the check
And copy it, yeah.
and copy it?
And then they put the little thing on the back says they accepted it or whatever.
Yeah.
The printer, yeah.
And then they give you the check back.
Yeah.
That technology was created by the man who designed part of the Saturn V rocket, the computer edge side of the rocket. And he lives in Huntsville.
It's got to work only on the ones with actual human cashiers because I don't think they're on the self-checkout ones.
Yeah, you got to do yeah. Of course, Rhode Island is working to pass a law now that if you use self-checkout, the store has to give you a 10% discount.
Hey, I'm all in favor of that.
You know, as
You're
often
saving
as I've
them
worked,
money, it ought to save you money.
as often as I've worked at Walmart, they've never invited me to the Christmas party.
Yep.
Those bastards.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Donna used to work at Walmart. Trust me, you didn't miss much.
I worked at Walmart when I was in high school. So that was 30 years ago.
Christmas party sucked, didn't it?
I really don't remember the Christmas party.
I don't think they have them.
What was the thing somebody's trying to do? They're trying to get a law passed that if you don't have a server come to your table, take your order, bring your food to you, anything like that, they cannot charge you gratuity. They cannot auto charge you 10% gratuity.
Mhm.
So, but they're like, but it goes to the cooks in the back. It's like that. You pay them. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
We've got 6 people on here. Well, I know Dan is one. John, are you tuned in?
no.
Carl and Donna and Zach.
Is Brandon still here? Or
Or
Brad?
I do not know. Then we got a Zachary.
Yeah.
Who's the Zachary? I don't know.
Hey, he wants a Miller Lite from Joe.
Joe can't afford Miller Lite.
Zachary, that's our Zachy,
Is it?
I
You
guess.
sure that's our Zachy?
No, because Zach came on his launch pad.
It doesn't take long to switch her back and forth.
There we go.
And Chris pushed
Oh, Violet wants some more food. My little ninja kitty came and gave me the evil eye glare. She doesn't talk, she doesn't meow. She kind of very quietly squeaks a little bit. That's about the only noise she makes ever. But she'll come back here and she'll stare at me until I realize she's there. I go, ooh, okay. Here's a bowl. Oh, that felt good. I'm sorry, Dawn. My neck just popped in 3 separate places, and I know you're going to be mad at me because you can't do that.
I just want something to pop in my back or somewhere, and it's just not happening.
Yeah.
I'm not touching that line. Not even in the green room would I.
There it is. Let me guess, wrong button.
Something. I don't know what the crap. I didn't think I touched anything to make it go off.
What'd you do?
I don't know.
He
I
breathed.
wasn't aware that I'd done anything.
I just thought you went to. You a lot of times will go just an audio only, and I thought I just wasn't paying attention. I thought you were an audio. I didn't realize you poofed all the way away. Poofed
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
the way away.
Shut down the whole daggum browser.
Whoa, that's not good.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Especially since I didn't ask it to close down the entire browser.
She's a pretty kitty. Yes, she is.
Lord have mercy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reactivated my Apple TV account yesterday.
Mhm.
I've got
Uh-huh.
6 emails telling me of stuff on the show, on the platform.
What'd you reactivate it for?
I tried to log in to watch a show.
I know. Which show did you reactivate it for?
Well, I didn't know it was deactivated. The new Jason Momoa.
Okay.
War Chief, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh, is that where he's playing Khal Drogo before Game of Thrones?
I don't know.
Or it might be the history of Hawaii before the United States got involved with it.
Probably. I remember cutting it on, and it was this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, John, have you watched? Did you watch The Wedding Bell Blues from Strange New Worlds?
No, I don't have any of the Paramount stuff.
Do what?
I don't have any of the Paramount stuff.
Oh,
Yep. Sorry. There are too many streaming platforms. If I wanted to pay $150 a month to watch 2 channels,
We're already paying
we
for
would have
cable.
kept this. We would have kept the satellite dish on.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't want to be part of the cable or satellite network, then they're on their own.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh, good night,
No.
Carl.
Oh,
night.
Carl, quick before you go, because I keep thinking this. How long after I put that POI out does it get approved or not approved? Hi, everybody. Munsey talk. Don't mind.
No, it's a prequel to Squire of Porthos. Trelane.
Squire of
Gothos.
Yeah.
who may or may not have been accused.
Exactly.
It's canon.
Yeah, but John Delancey said, somebody at a con was going, Who's Trelane? Who's Trelane? Delancey just leaned over the stage and goes, He's my son. And leaned back. That was it. That was the end of it. It's now canon.
Yeah, well, that was actually in Wedding Bell Blues.
Oh, that's the one. Okay.
Yeah, he did. Delancey doesn't appear. It's just this swirly blue light, and
Yeah.
you hear,
Thanks, Carl.
and then you hear Delancey's voice.
Yep. That
So
is
it's canon.
actually on par with the original Squire of Gothos episode, which established that Trelane was an immature, all-powerful being, and his parents didn't realize that he played so roughly with his toys, otherwise known as the Enterprise crew, and reality in general.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was pretty cool. That was one of those I went, yes. Of course, I had to rewind it. I'm going, is that who I think it? Yes.
I'm sure it'll show up on YouTube so I could see it without having to buy a brand new service.
And then of course, last week's episode, zombie Klingons.
Color me not quite as eager.
I had to laugh. Oh.
Film noir moment.
I'm reading on, for those of you who don't know, treadwheel cranes. And they date back to the 1st century. The Romans used to use them for building. And it's basically a crane that has 2 hamster wheels that you put people in to run the
Gears.
the winch mechanism.
Yeah.
And it's got a series of pulleys and winches
Mm-hmm.
or pulleys and such inside.
Well, you've
And that
got to
was-
have winches.
Yeah.
Seriously, nothing ever works without a good winch.
Keep that in mind.
But apparently, after the
Especially
Roman Empire
tackles.
fell, they kind of fell out of favor, and then around 10th century they came back, and everybody started building with them again. And then apparently these things were still in operation up until the advent of steam cranes, steam engines. So,
Never underestimate the power of Roman engineering methods.
well, here's what's
They
interesting.
had ways of doing things with wedges and supports and temporary balance measures that today would make things look impossible, but they did it.
And they
There's-
probably got it from the Egyptians.
There's still-
Archimedes, maybe.
there are
Um,
still 3 of them in operation, original cranes. One of them is in a museum. It used to be in the top of a church tower. They dismantled it, and moved it to a museum, and then there was one that was in Guildford, Surrey, United Kingdom.
Mhm.
Guildford, yeah, I've been
That
there.
dates back to the late 17th, early 18th century, and apparently
Oh,
it was sitting on a street there for loading boats or something like that. It was moved in 1970. Now, here's what's interesting. They were still using the damn thing up to 1960.
They still
And then,
use Roman roads and aqueducts these days. It was
Yeah, I was about to say, John, look up how many Roman aqueducts are still functioning today.
2, I think.
I
2?
mean, hell, the Appian Way is still used.
There's one in Rome that's still, it's a 3-tiered aqueduct, but only one of them still moves water. And then there's one in Spain that's still in use.
I thought there was one in southeastern France, but I could be mistaken.
That may be the one in Spain. Somewhere down on the border.
Yeah,
You all right, Chris?
yeah, just
Brain
eyebrow
fell out?
hair. Eyebrow hair that's
Oh,
being
God.
annoying.
Tell me about it. I have, if I didn't have a pair of scissors, I'd have classic trick Klingon eyebrows now with random hairs sprouting everywhere. I keep clipping them away because that's not the look I'm going for.
So I'm glad you admitted to that, Dan, because now I know I'm not the only one.
No, it happens to a lot of folks, and it's, believe it or not,
It's just only about 4 or 5 of them.
it is a mutation. It's not one Professor X would be very interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my mutation is I grow extra hair on my eyebrows. Go away, son. You bother me.
I grow hair in places I didn't know I had.
Joe Dog,
What?
shush. We don't want to know.
I mean,
Well,
it's. I mean,
he's forgotten about him because of his back. You know, he couldn't see him, and then it gets pointed out to him by Donna. And
well, the ones on the nipple.
I love you, Zachy.
Well, the ones on the nipples, the left one turns to the left, and the right one spins to the right.
oh Lord,
You do know there's a lady present, right?
ain't
Where?
exactly what we wanted to hear.
It's Joe Dog. Can he tell the difference?
No,
Well,
I'm
since
not
we're
right.
talking about hair,
his
growing in-
filter is
Because I'm not
Suspect
ladylike
too.
does not mean that I'm not a lady.
you're just jealous you can't grow hair out the tips of your nipples.
I'm glad she can't do that,
Yeah, I'm,
actually.
I'm relieved I cannot
Yeah,
do that.
because that seems painful.
It is when you pluck
Coming,
them.
coming out of your milk ducts in your nipples.
What, Dan?
Why do I admit I know you in public?
I guess I'll have to show you all the Halicon.
Uh,
Because you were inebriated, so you didn't want
there's
it.
already photographic proof. I can't deny it now. Oh Lord.
So in other news, plane crash took off in Denver today. Everyone fine, but the tires failed.
Not
Wait a
Boeing
minute.
plane.
Wait a minute, Zach. How did a plane crash take off?
It crashed on takeoff. Had a blowout.
Oh, okay, okay.
It
Blowout. Okay.
had a blowout on takeoff, and
Yeah.
they got it wound up at the end of the runway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad everybody's okay. Thank you, Zach.
Yeah.
Um,
Was it a Boeing plane, Zach?
Southwestern.
Spirit.
Virgin Airlines.
It could have been any one of them. It could have been Frontier.
I know. There's just it was so dark. There were so many. I just got on a plane and went wherever it was going.
I will tell you this. I have flown Frontier before. Didn't have any issues with them. They are some of the funniest flights you will be on because the staff and personnel are hilarious.
Oh, what's the Dutch airline? The
Lufthansa? KLM? No, KLM. KLM, Royal Dutch Air.
yeah, I think it is KLM.
Hey, we got so risque. Even Zach showed up.
Hey, Zachy.
Hello.
Are you home now?
He is back in Edmonton.
Back in the 51st state.
53rd by now.
I said
53rd by now. A couple of others petitioned for membership while you were gone.
I saw that them in Saskatchewan and even British Columbia is leaning towards a Wexit, the western end of Canada.
Well, they'll do anything to get away from Quebec.
No, we'll do anything to get rid of Ottawa.
Yeah.
We'd even keep Quebec at this point.
Oh my God! You'd keep the People's Republic of Quebec
Over Ottawa and Toronto any day of the week.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I saw a report or video on YouTube where they said that Alberta contributes $340 billion to the Canadian economy. And they don't even see like 20% of that money returned back to
So
Alberta.
we have a thing called an equalization payment to help make it fair for all the provinces. Alberta pays, I can't remember the number, 92% of the entire country's equalization payment. I think it's BC pays the other 8%. No other province or territory pays into it. And Quebec takes most of it.
Yeah.
And we're not talking millions. We are talking like $42 billion a year from Alberta goes into just equalization payment. That's why Canada's afraid of losing Alberta. They have no money to operate.
Yep.
Well, maybe they'd better consider the fine print.
It ain't
We're
gonna
expecting to have a referendum called by the end of the year. Our governor changed the rules about 4 months ago that you no longer need 66% of the last voter roll to vote to call for a referendum in a petition, it's now only 10%
Yeah.
call a referendum. Which the day she announced that, she says, I'm not putting forward any question, but if anyone wants to go through the process to formally submit a question, open a formal petition, and present an opportunity, she's like, they should have the ability to do that. And we should be able to raise a question without needing 2/3 of a province to try to agree on something with no leader of a movement.
Yep.
But if 10% of people aren't happy, we should be able to raise a question to a status that the premier then has to address it and formally present a question to the population, which a lot of people are like, there's probably a few other things we could address with this same situation. And an unofficial petition went around on like one of those like change websites or whatever. It had 28% of the last voter roll population had signed up within 12 hours.
Wow.
So
evidently somebody wants something.
Yeah, everyone's kind of waiting for like whenever the official petition comes out, however that process will go. Then Alberta will have to call a referendum vote. And then if we vote to leave, then we have to do the process to call a federal vote, because we do have to have a federal vote to leave. Unfortunately, we're not like Texas where we can just go bye.
Well, yeah, Texas has a long-standing treaty with the United States. They can become their own independent country again. It's not easy, but they can do it, and they've never forgotten that they managed to ram through that bit of legislation back in the day.
Yeah.
So I think everyone's kind of waiting to see what happens here. Is it 30% say leave? Is it 60? Do we, is it 80% of Albertans want to leave Canada? The issue is, what is the question? Is it leave Canada? Is it leave Canada to become independent? Is it leave Canada to join America? What is because we had the referendum on daylight savings a few years ago, and because of the wording on the question failed. It says, do we leave daylight savings to stay in standard time? Which meant really dark mornings and really dark light nights, which didn't make sense for school in the winter. But if they had asked the opposite question, do we stay on daylight time and join central time zone instead of mountain, all the polls said it would have passed with like a 30% spare.
It's amazing how
it would have made more sense.
The way that things are worded, that they.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they will word a referendum to fail.
Yes.
Yes. I've noticed that several times on things I've had to vote for. They word it as if, oh, if you vote yes, you'll get what you want. But actually, the proper response is no, because what you want is not actually what you want.
Well, our premier, our governor,
because of the way they've worded everything.
She doesn't want to be the leader of this movement in case it fails. But she also doesn't want to be the leader of movement of a separation or whatever the right word is. But
separatism.
Yeah, but she
movement.
Is supporting it in allowing it to have its idea.
Yeah.
And she's supporting it in allowing the province to be prepared that if it passes, the province has to be prepared to step up. So last month they rolled out, we are replacing the RCMP, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. We will now have our own provincial police instead of the RCMP. So we'll have a provincial sheriff's police service rather than using the federal one. And so things like that are starting to be looked at on. One of the things was, how do we change pensions? And that actually failed in the vote to go to a provincial pension plan instead of a Canadian, instead of the Canadian, because they couldn't guarantee everyone's pensions. So that's one of the questions is, if we leave, does the Canadian pension plan have to pay everyone out? Or do people hold a pension plan in a foreign country? There's uncertainties around that.
I can see where the uncertainty would creep in.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Zach. Is there actually an Edmonton and a West Edmonton, or is it just a section of Edmonton that they refer to as West Edmonton?
It's just a section.
Okay. Because
Like
I know that's where the mall is. The mall's the West Edmonton.
I'm technically South Side when I was a kid. Now I'm I don't even know what I would be now. Gateway South, I think is what they called it in the last election. It's changed the last few elections. Every election they are changed. Where we've stretched so far south. Our city used to end about 3 blocks south of this house. Our city now ends 17 and a half kilometers south of us at the border of the airport. And at the other end of the airport is the city of Leduc. And our city has now actually annexed the land all around the airport and are hugging 3 sides of the city of the Leduc that it can't expand.
So it's either going to have to annex it or stop.
Yeah.
So
we're basically a greater Edmonton area, which is what they're trying to do with transit, or they've been trying to do with transit for years. We have Edmonton, and then we have St. Albert, we have Sherwood Park, we have Spruce Grove like 20 minutes out, we have Leduc, we have Beaumont 20 minutes out, Wetaskiwin's about 40 minutes out. And then there's a couple other smaller, tiny little towns, and everyone's like, why are they all different bus systems? Just do one.
Well, I remember my first knowledge of Edmonton was through the Edmonton Eskimos when Warren Moon was their quarterback and won all those championships in the city.
Oh, back when we actually had a football team?
Yeah.
Warren Moon.
Not a bunch of... We're going to not say that.
Then
Admirable.
apparently Calgary took over the football title of...
Everyone took it over. We renamed ourselves from the Edmonton Eskimos with one of the biggest championship histories in the league to the Edmonton Elk because 5 white men in a room got upset that we were called the Eskimos, even though all the First Nations in Western Canada said, we like the name. They've always been respectful of the culture and the history. They have always done things to support the community. Like, we chose this name as a community. The Eskimos were actually a community-owned club until 2 years ago. The community could no longer fund it, and they had to sell it.
Yeah.
Well, they had to sell it 4 years after they renamed it to the Elks. They can't fill the stadium with free tickets. This is a stadium we sold out with the Queens visiting. This is a 68,000 person stadium when you max it out, which is a big stadium in Canada. And they can't get to 20,000 people with free tickets to see a football game.
Here's the crazy thing. Washington changed their football team name, Washington, D.C., changed it to the Commanders. But there are Native American groups that wanted them to keep their old name, the Redskins. And there's a push to change it back to that.
Almost every region that changed their name because of not liking the name has now had a failing sports team. And the communities that were upset were never upset and are now fighting for the names to be brought back.
Well, it's people that were overly sensitive and
had enough money to run ads.
Well, not only that, but like I said,
Cleveland Guardians.
There are people that think they're being sympathetic to.
They thought they were doing good and changing something, not realizing it wasn't actually causing a problem.
Yeah, I mean, they're being overly sensitive.
I can appreciate that they were trying to do something that was right. Like, if one of these teams was using it incorrectly, then it should have been changed. But they weren't, and most of them were doing it actually well. We just got a new head coach and a new owner this year. And the first interview at the first Expedition game they had with, like, our big news agency, they did it live, which very clearly this was a live interview because he just said what he wanted to say. The first thing he came out of his mouth on the interview was, "This was the Edmonton Eskimos. We won the Grey Cup like 25 times. We will always be the Edmonton Eskimos. Whether we fly a new flag called the Edmonton Elks or not, we cannot throw 50 years or 60 years of history of the Edmonton Eskimos down the drain like they have for the last 6 years. There's a reason this entire stadium is covered in Hall of Famers. And guess what? None of them were Elks. They were Eskimos. So we're going to start treating them as our history." And I was like, oh, I don't know how the board's going to feel about that, but...
Well, that's the trouble with boards, isn't it?
So what's the rivalry between Edmonton and Calgary all about?
Calgary sucks because it's 3 hours south.
Yeah, but I suspect you're biased in that regard.
Calgary has... See, it's hard. This is the part where people throw me out of Edmonton. Calgary's river valley is day-to-day useful of go have lunch, look at the river, go for a walk. Our river valley is, hey, I want to go for a hike. And you can go take a hiking trail because our river valley drops in like 40 stories. So we have hiking trails and everything for our whole river valley, the whole width of our city. You can go boating in our river. Downtown Calgary's river is flush level to their downtown. So they have pathways and bike lanes around it. They have a lot more pedestrian bridges across it. So it's a lot more day-to-day functional. Where ours, you have to like go to a park and set up a picnic table, and you can't even see the river at the park.
Yeah. Chris, think of the little water feature in Huntsville.
Yeah.
People can kayak the little river in Huntsville.
Yeah.
All three
and not have any rough.
And
it be smooth. It's kind of like a lazy river kayak.
Yeah. Same thing in Calgary. Our river is quite rough. I've been out on it a couple of times, and it can be quite rough.
Yeah. University of Tennessee Chattanooga had, the same issue. Their nickname was the Shoe. Do you know what shoe they were? A moccasin.
Moccasin.
They're now the Mockingbirds.
Yeah.
So they could keep the name Mox.
Interesting. Calgary is better. The mountains you can see from the city on a clear day. You can't beat viewing the Rockies every day from home. They have a much better transit system because they built their transit system, their metro. They built from the first day they started the city. So their metro is a spider, and it works. Our metro is a joke. It looks like someone took 2 spaghetti noodles and just threw it at the city, and they're like, it works.
Down south, we call that Atlanta.
Oh, God.
It's funny if you ask me what makes Edmonton better. It's a great question.
That's because you're there.
We're
That's what makes it better.
not Calgary. We have a newer arena for now. They're getting a new one in a few years.
Yeah.
They have
the Oilers won way more Stanley Cups than the Flames did, but the Flames won 1 or 2, didn't they?
Yeah, I think the Flames won 1.
Yeah, sadly, they were the Atlanta Flames to begin with, and Atlanta lost them.
Yeah, the Oilers all got really mad this year when the NHL commissioner walked out on the rink with the Florida team and was like, "This has never been seen before. A team coming for back-to-back wins at home on home ice against the same team." The Oilers broadcast cuts to a view of Rogers Place with our banners hanging in the air. No, we didn't do it twice. We did it 3 times, and then we took a year off, and we did it twice more. We took a year off, and then we did it 3 more times. And I was like, hasn't been done now.
Well, that's just it when you don't respect the past.
Or don't know it.
Yep, you can't.
I mean, he was a kid when it was done.
That's why some fandoms are upset because people came in and didn't respect the past or know the past, and kind
Yeah.
of and stepped in it.
This one sucks because it definitely felt more like the refs stole it this year than last year. Last year we clearly lost it. This year, the last 2 games, the refs, because I went to the watch parties, and especially the night we lost the cup,
Mm-hmm.
the refs called one penalty on both teams at the same time 2 minutes into the game.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't a single whistle the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And all the other games, 6 games leading up to that between the two teams, there was a penalty called every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like each team had something like 49 minutes plus of penalty time before overtime. Each game
Yeah.
prior to that, and then suddenly there was nothing. And I was like, really?
The fix was in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sad thing is that Atlanta got a second chance at a hockey team, which were the Thrashers. Somewhat success, more so than the Flames were, but again, they weren't drawing them into where they were making the kind of money that the ownership wanted them to make, and the ownership group was splintered because it was part of Turner, which had to sell stuff because of the Time Warner merger. And Winnipeg lost their team to Phoenix. The Jets became the Coyotes. And when the Atlanta Thrashers, the investment group bought the Hawks, that was also the owner group of the Thrashers, did not want to keep the Thrashers, so they wound up relocating to Winnipeg and became the Jets once again. And the ironic thing is, they had built this expensive arena in Cumming, Georgia, in Forsyth County, which is North Metro Atlanta, away from a significant portion of the largest metropolitan Atlanta population, in hopes of securing a third hockey team from the NHL to be there. Whether they succeed or not is another story. But
Why do we need the squeegee of feel? Why do I feel we need the squeegee of knowledge right now?
It's all stuff that people that aren't invested in the sport would not have realized before.
Yeah.
There's a lot of valuable background information being
Oh,
tossed about here tonight.
Yeah, I'm just being silly. So
yeah.
if
Well,
Joey was here, he
No,
would
you're not being silly at all. That was
No, but
that was a good question.
no, I'm
Well-
the squeegee of knowledge, though.
Guess what I found out from some of the officials here in town?
what?
There's a reason why the Braves moved to Marietta.
Yeah, so they could control everything. They own the property. They have sponsors there. There's entertainment there. All this stuff that the Braves own and get part of the revenue from. And even though the team actually has a losing record and they're losing a little bit of money, they're making money in all the other stuff, and all the other teams are jealous of it.
Yeah, well, there's another reason. When it was down at Turner Field in Fulton County area, Chattanooga was outside of their franchise zone.
Mm-hmm.
Chattanooga was looking to get a Major League Baseball team. Moving to Marietta
prevented
put
that from happening.
Chattanooga into the franchise zone. There's not enough people in the Chattanooga area to compete with the Atlanta franchise zone.
Yeah. And that also makes Nashville a likely target for baseball expansion if they do.
Yeah.
But tell me, did they take the Falcons with them? Because we desperately want that.
I think the Falcons will do better this year.
They're rebuilding. Yes, I've heard that one before.
No, they said they weren't rebuilding, which they lied. Everybody knew they were rebuilding.
Hey Dan, you want to watch me piss off a Falcons fan?
Yeah.
28-3.
Found another joke. That one's old. You blame that on that dipshit asshole of a coordinator we had, Mike Shanahan, who was looking forward to his next head coaching job instead of paying attention to what he should have been doing.
Yeah, well,
It's always something.
you got our leftovers, Chris.
Zach,
I'm just
did
saying,
you get the meaning of that?
Oh my God!
I only got that their team sucks.
It's almost
10:30.
it's Phantom Glove time.
Yeah. No, Zach. The Falcons were in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. In the going into the fourth quarter, it was 28-3 Falcons. They lost.
Yeah, that's because they wouldn't let Grady Jarrett sack Tom Brady because they threw a penalty on him so he couldn't get to him anymore. The offensive coordinator was trying to run up the score, and we had a running back who couldn't block, who wouldn't block, and our defense couldn't get off the field because they couldn't stay on offense on the field long enough. Our starting center could not push off his right lower leg after the third quarter, so he had no drive. And all pro at that. Our
Don, are you
right
ready?
guard was shot. He had nothing left in the tank. Our rookie left tackle was getting schooled by a veteran, and the left guard was making penalties because he was trying to take care of his assignments, plus help the left tackle and help off the center that could not push off his lower right leg.
Y'all see the shit I just stirred up?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That game should have been won by Atlanta, but because of ineptitude and Tom Brady being the golden child of the NFL wasn't allowed to happen.
Hey, Don.
Nice sock.
Yes.
Don, you need to make a microphone cover out of the other sock that looks like that.
No. That would interfere with the taco.
Not really.
So yeah,
Just
Joe,
cover up,
this
just
is
cover
what
up the
my
black
joke
foamy
on.
thing.
I won't ever get over the Super Bowl that they lost.
I don't know. You saw that, John. I now have 2 pickles, right?
I'm
It's not-
sorry, but if I ever saw a taco that color, I'd be scared.
There's one pickle. How do you get the? I can't.
It could be covered in salsa verde, tomatillo sauce.
So I guess it was.
You're making her work.
I know. See, there's the other pickle.
Oh, there's so many pickles.
Huh?
There's so many pickles.
You should have attended.
There's a reason for that.
You should have attended the Oracle Delphi at Halicon.
Yes, Dawn broke the
But
entire
Taylor Swift
oracle
was more
into tiny
important.
slivers.
Yes, she was. Very much so.
I'm so glad Trey went
And
and
we're
went to
so
see.
proud of her.
I'm so glad Trey went and saw last year. Went with me to watch them instead of hanging out on the deck with everybody else because she had a freaking blast and she's like, "Oh, I totally get it now."
Yep.
Sorry, I had to do some adjusting. My taco mic wasn't in the right spot.
That's all right.
I hate it when that happens.
I know, me
Don't
too.
say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Say it,
No,
chicken shit.
damn straight. We've already had a few community violations. We got to quit.
What?
You,
Yeah,
What did I say now?
Stupid O'Clock's been getting some community violations.
For what?
Language.
mostly being a bit more green room than we should.
Okay, so if anybody wants to go, there is a taco and there's pickles hanging from my microphone. You saw that. I just, figure I better cover my bases on that one.
So many responses.
Oh, believe me, I have like 50, but I'm not saying a one of them.
Is that
I'm sorry, sweetie. Honey Badger doesn't give a shit.
exactly?
I timed that one perfect, didn't I?
Hey,
She
that's
said
perfect.
Zach, and then
That's perfect Dawn energy there. That clip right there.
Betty White is just beyond awesome.
Mm-hmm.
She is sort of.
Well, I do believe. Good night, everybody.
is it that time already?
Yeah.
Or you just
It's been that time. We're already in sudden death overtime here.
all right, one more. What,
The
Zach?
monkey was just not feeling it today.
That's what she said.
No.
We can fix that.
All right, so are we going to say goodnight, everybody?
Good night,
Thought I
everybody.
just did. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
See y'all Thursday.
I have slept the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand, and touched the face of God.